for a nice little cruise. Here we go. I can't stop. Oh no. Holy shit. So, how terrifying is that? You're driving your 62 Impala down the road, coming to this four-way stop. You see a van, your car isn't stopping. What are you gonna do? You try to wave off that other car. Man, I'm glad they got my signal and did not go. They were at the stop sign first before me, so it would have made sense if they went, and I would have been, you know, mucked up. But with that said, it was crazy. We stop, we pull over, we call the mechanic, Doug, hey man, what do I do? How do I fill this reservoir up with brake fluid? Hopefully that's the issue. He starts coaching me through it. We find the issue. It definitely needed brake fluid. In that same time, battery dies right here. Okay, what a great evening. It has been a long weekend. We've been working, packing, getting ready to go to Vegas tomorrow for the Pro Image convention. And we need to talk about old cars. Bang. So, you know, I took it out for the cruise today, and well, the battery died. So, battery died. It's a new battery-ish, new alternator. But what you need for this to fire up and start charging is you need to bring it to life, or whatever mechanics were talking about. It has to reach a certain RPM before it'll start charging the battery. So you got one of these old shiny chrome style alternators. Make sure and give it some gas so it'll initiate that charging, because otherwise it just running off battery power. So basically, with that said, if you're gonna have an old car like this, just be ready to work on them. You know, keep $100 bill in the glove compartment in case you need to tow it. So they do have issues. You do have to chase them down and work on them. But all in all, though, these older cars are much easier to work on. And so find yourself an old mechanic, or a mechanic that knows how to work on old cars, because some of these new mechanics don't know how to rebuild a carburetor. Just a little tip for you. That's today's update. Engine's looking really nice and shiny in there. My mechanic is back in action. He's been out with a broken back, or a hurt back, or whatever is going on with him. And he's back and ready to start working on the car again. He's gonna work on the Honda first, get that U-joint changed out in there. You see it's busted. We probably won't mess with that. This, however, is getting power steering. Probably gonna go ahead and put that starter in there, because it might be causing the issue with everything charging in there. Power steering. And then we got disc brakes, full disc brakes around. So funny thing about that, I bought a 63 Impala when I was 16, 15, and never got around to completely fixing it, but we did buy brakes for it. And so I still have all the disc brakes, so I'm gonna put it on the 62, and we'll get disc brakes on there soon. So Mondays. We've been having a long weekend, been getting ready for Vegas. We're heading out to Vegas tomorrow for a hat convention. So we got a couple podcasts coming to you. Next move is to get the podcast up on streaming sites, such as, you know, simple stuff like Spotify and SoundCloud and all that stuff. So we'll get all that set up through a third party. It's really just a lot of trying to figure out how this is going to work. So once again, it's Willis at the 10 Hit Kid. It's your favorite adventure nerd. Let's get out there. Let's have some fun. Yes, sir. Stay tuned for this week's first installment of Nerd Talk, where I'll be sitting down with my brother, Big Dave Willis, aka Rubik's, aka Source Connect. So stay tuned for that this week. Probably drop that on Wednesday. But yeah, that'll be the first installment of Nerd Talk, and we're pretty excited about it. Me and Dave sat around and talked for about an hour. Hopefully this is engaging for you guys. If not, click through it, figure out the parts that you like. Yeah, it's going to be about an hour or more long. We sat there and talked for hours, and so we'll cut some of it down and put it together from the beginning of his origin story. So this will be my brother Dave's origin story, so stay tuned. And yeah, let's get out there. Let's have some fun, guys. Stay nerding.